Hey folks, so I hope you had a great week last week, what with bonfire night and whatnot. And if you came to our Keyforge demo day, how good is that game? Oh, it's so good. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. And the low price point combined with the high quality just means that there's more people that are going to be playing, and that's never a bad thing. But anyway, enough of my ramblings. It's time to get on with the show. Right folks, we'll begin the news as we always do with what's on this week in Harlequins, starting with Preston. As this doesn't change from week to week, please pause the video if you wish to see everything that's going on in the week. Quick note, we have a Keyforge announcement scheduled for tomorrow about the Keyforge launch event this weekend, so stay tuned to Facebook for that. For any events I mention here, please visit the website if you'd like to know more about prize support and other details. This Saturday we have a Guilds of Ravnica draft. Start time is 2 PM, with there being a £12.50 entry fee, but as you are aware you get to keep what you draft, and there is prize support too. If the pod is 8 players, top place will be 4 boosters, however prizes will decrease or increase depending on the amount of players and pods active. This Sunday there is a monthly Magic the Gathering standard tournament. Registration is 11 AM for a 12 PM start. Entry fee is £15, with top prize being £100 cash. And here's what's going on in Blackpool this week. Again, please pause if you'd like to read it fully. Please note that I've added to this list Casual X-Wing Saturday and Living Card Game Dragon Ball Z Pokemon Sunday, as they are the same every week. Otherwise than the standard weekly events, there is nothing special planned in Blackpool this weekend, but again, please keep your eyes peeled for the Keyforge announcement that I mentioned earlier on. So first up for card games this week, we have Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee Pokeball Collection. This set features a figure of Pikachu and Eevee playing together, 2 brand new foil cards featuring the pair, 5 Pokemon boosters, and a Pokeball big enough to hold a stack of cards. This set is £28.50 at Harlequins price. Next up for Pokemon, we have a Pokeball tin. This Pokeball shaped tin comes with 3 boosters and a flip coin. This set is £12.50 at Harlequins price. On to Magic the Gathering. First up we have MTG Game Night Box. This set is designed to give 2 to 5 friends a great way to get into Magic, with decks that play very similarly to Magic's digital game series Jewels of the Planeswalkers. This great value box is £35 at Harlequins price. Another year, another great Magic the Gathering gift pack. This year the pack contains 4 M19 core boosters, a D20 spin down, 5 beautiful foil lands, plus 5 never before seen and exclusive to this pack creatures. This pack will be £18 at Harlequins price. This week also sees the release of a new Yu-Gi-Oh set, Hidden Summoners. This is a 60 card, all foil booster set that is packed with 3 new deck themes that use multiple summoning methods. Booster packs will be £3 each, with booster boxes being £55 each. And lastly for card games, there's no use denying it, Keyforge has landed with a bang, which is appropriate for the month of November really. Yes, if you attended our demo days at the weekend, you will know how great this game is and what a splash it is making. If you were unlucky enough not to make it, then don't fret, the game sees its street release this Thursday. This game is ridiculously good fun and with a price point that's hard to match with any other card game system. One deck is all you need to play, with rules being available for free to download from Fantasy Flight Games' website. If you do decide to grab a starter set, that will give you all the tokens you need to use in your games, plus 2 pre-constructed decks to learn with, and 2 decks that are random, just like the ones that you buy separately. With no deck building allowed, having a game where all it costs is £9 at Harlequins price to get into and play is so refreshing and so daring, but by God if they haven't pulled it off. The starter sets are in savagely short supply due to FFG underprinting nationally. So if you're after one, then get down to Harlequins ASAP, where we have them for £33.50 each. But if you don't get one, don't forget you can still play using one of the Archeon decks that are £9 each from Harlequins, and some dice for tokens. We also have launch events this weekend, but we won't have the exact details till tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled to Facebook. With no new information for card game releases, other than that mentioned on last week's game show, we'll move ahead to board games. So first up for board games, we have a new game from Days of Wonder, makers of such classics as Ticket to Ride, Small World, Yamatai and many more. With their hit to miss ratio being so high, their next big release, The River, released this week, is sure to be a big hit. In The River, players are trying to build the best settlement in this brave new world by cultivating the land and riverbanks to enlarge your territory and block off competitors. Be careful, every decision counts in this fast-paced tile placement game. Harlequins price £35. Next up for board games we have Neon Gods from Plaid Hat Games. Again, another studio with an excellent pedigree. Having produced amazing games such as Dead of Winter and Starship Samurai, Plaid Hat is hoping to hit big again with this 70s and 80s sci-fi inspired game. In the far-flung future of 2009? The corporations have taken over and you are very much a little fish in a big pond. But you're not looking to keep it that way. You've decided to put together a gang and carve out a slice of this dystopian nightmare for yourself by selling black market merch to any suckers out there willing to pay. Unfortunately for you, you're not alone, as all the other players have had the same idea. The streets are mean and the creds are green, but will you conquer enough to be crowned the Neon God? Harlequins price £50. And lastly for board games, we have a game that I am very much looking forward to. Although I am expecting it to have me sobbing like a baby. Holding On, The Troubled Life of Billy Kerr is a very brave game tackling a very difficult subject. You play as doctors and nurses who have a patient who is unfortunately terminal and stranded far from his home. Knowing that his time is short and knowing that not all wounds are physical, you need to get him to open up and confide in you so that he can pass without carrying any guilt, all the while doing your best to keep him as comfortable as possible. This is a heart-wrenching story and not one for those who are looking for a light evening's entertainment, but this brave game does an admirable job of replicating the difficult decisions doctors and nurses have to make every day and is a must-buy for those looking to see how far board games have come in telling a deeply personal story. Harlequins price £31.50. Upcoming releases for board games sees Pandemic 10th Anniversary coming up fast. With its beautiful blend of old and new, the 10th Anniversary edition of Pandemic is a must for those who love this award-winning game. With figures, ID cards, redesigned decks, a beautiful first aid tin box and much more, this is looking to be what all Anniversary editions should be. The Binding of Isaac is a beloved video game that recently saw a Kickstarter for a multiplayer card game being successfully funded, and if you missed out on that campaign, then soon we will be able to get it for you on general release. With its mix of stunning and creepy imagery, this game made a massive splash in the gaming community, and this card game is looking to emulate its style perfectly. And that concludes board games. Now on to the miniatures. As last week, there's nothing new on the Infinity front, I'm afraid, as the new releases are landing at the end of this week or the beginning of next week hopefully. So if you've ordered books and items, keep your eyes peeled to your Facebook account or phones ready for us to notify you. Games Workshop this week sees the release of the big box set Blackstone Fortress. As I mentioned last week, this game is in the same style as the recent Warhammer Quest reboot, with stunning models as always and a host of modular tiles and other accessories. Set in the grim darkness of the far-flung future, will you be able to unravel the mystery of the Blackstone Fortress? This game is £76 at Harlequins price. As for new releases from GW, we've had no information from them, so that would lead me to assume that there's nothing coming out next week, so your wallets can breathe easy. And that concludes the miniature section for this week. There you go then folks, that's enough to keep you going for now. I hope you enjoyed our video this week, and if you did, please be sure to like, share, subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you stay up to date with all the videos that we're producing. And I really hope to see you all at this week's Keyforge launch event. But until then, and until next time, thanks for watching folks.